Hey, welcome to the video. So today we're going to talk about one of the basic things about the MPC that if you're a beginner you need to learn, and that's events, how to copy tracks between sequences, how to insert bars, all that good stuff that allows you to build and arrange a beat. So yeah, I have a playlist with all the basic stuff that you need to learn about the MPC. You can go and check that out if you haven't already. And let's get started with this. So the first thing I want to show you is if you go here to the pencil on the side of the track. So whenever you go to the pencil, you're given instructions to edit the track that's highlighted. So if you touch on the pencil, we have a copy track. So this allows you to copy the track to another track inside the sequence that you are working in. Okay, this doesn't offer you the chance to copy to another sequence, not on this option. But if you go here to the pencil on the side of the sequence, you get more options. You can delete a bar, and I can show you that straight away. So if you go here to my sequence number 8, you see that I'm working between bar number 1 and 5, but the sequence is actually 13 bars that I'm not using at all. I was building the sequence and I was just copying sections of the sequence back and forth. I ended up having 13 bars, but I'm not using those 13 bars. I'm just using between bar 1 and 5. If you go here to the grid, you can see that I have a lot of space that I'm not using. Let me go to another track. Maybe we can see some MIDI. If you want to delete all that MIDI that's still written there on the track after bar number 6, you can just go ahead and delete the bars. Okay, so we go to the pencil, delete bars, and then you have the option. You can choose what bars you want to delete. Obviously, we want to delete everything that's after bar number 6. So we just go and say everything starting from bar number 6 on. I want that deleted, okay? And you can choose in between if you want. You can choose bars that are in between that you don't want. Let's say you just want to delete bar number 3. Bar number 3 will be deleted, okay? But what we want to do is just delete from 6 on. And we just press do it. And right there in the main screen, we now have only 5 bars. If we increase that, you'll see that everything is deleted. Now we don't have any more MIDI, okay? Pretty simple. If you want to delete a bar in the middle of the sequence or at the end of the sequence, you'll do that. And by deleting that, you're deleting all the information on all the tracks between those bars that you just deleted. So everything, all the MIDI, obviously it won't delete any programs or anything. It's just going to delete MIDI information within the sequences. So one of the things I want to do now is I want to double the length of my sequence. Okay, I have 5 bars, but I want more. I'm going to build a song within a sequence. You can do this in song mode. You can do this by just using one sequence. You know, it's really up to you. So I want to build everything inside one sequence now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to double everything. So I have 5 bars. I'm going to go into the pencil and I'm going to double the length. I'm going to double it a couple more times. Now we have 10 and so on. Now we have 20. 40, 80, okay? So we have 80 bars to work with. First thing I want to do is to go and just kind of give an intro to this. I want to delete my drums. That I never name my tracks. I should. Let me just write drums here. It's always cool to keep a clean house. I'm a failure at that, but let's keep going. So these are my drums. I want to delete the first bars on, let's say, this is in solo. So I'm just going to choose all that and cut it. This is my bass. So taking it out of solo, and I'll just delete that. there's another way. Instead of selecting, you can just go to erase, and let's say I want to erase everything that's in bar number 6. I can just go and say erase, and it's going to delete everything within the track that's highlighted there. Normally it's the track that you were on. So track number 1, drums, I want to say I want to delete everything from 6 to 6. You can just double tap and write 6, do it, and sorry, go to number 7, so that's the entire length of the bar from 6 to the beginning of 7. And you can say that you want to delete everything, or you can choose the notes that you want to delete. In this case, I want to delete everything, so press do it, and now everything that's in bar number 6 will be deleted. That's another way of deleting, and it's easier sometimes to use that. So let's undo that, get my MIDI notes back. So I have an intro now. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to use another tool from the events, which is insert bars. Okay, let's say I'm going to add that sample in there. So we want to insert it just there. So that's bar number 6. Let's go to the main, insert bar. I want a 3/4. Okay, and that's before bar number 6. Do it. 1 bar. Do it. Here we have the space. This is where I want to input the note. Okay, I can just write it if I want. It's this one. A cool little trick, if you don't want to record, you can just do this. Go to the, see if you have the playhead already where you want it, you can just go to the list editor, press record. That's it, it's already inserted. So let's go here to the grid again. There's our note, you can just play it. That's cool. So we have an intro. We've used a couple of these instruments that we have to arrange the sequence. So we've used delete, insert, we doubled the length as well. Halving the length is just the opposite. It makes the sequence shorter. Now we have another option here. Obviously we can copy a sequence. That's just what it is, just copying a sequence to another one. Then we have bars, okay? And here we can copy bars between sequences. I have something from sequence number 10 that I want to insert in sequence number 8. Okay, so we have 5 bars. I want to copy these and I want to put them inside sequence number 8. Let me just listen to the beat a little bit and see where I want to place it. Okay, so I think this is where I want to go. This is bar 27, so I want to copy it to bar 27 of sequence number 8. Right, 27. Let's go. This is the sequence that I want to copy. So let's go into the pencil. I want to copy bars. First bar 1, last bar 5. That's it. To sequence number 8 after bar 27. Actually, it says after bar, so you need to keep an eye on that. It's not always the same. Some say before bar, others say after the bar. So it's after bar 26, before bar 27. So let's put 1 copy of that. Actually, I can give more copies. I want maybe 4. So I want 4 copies or 4 loops of this sequence after bar number 26 in sequence number 8. Now this feels like a calculator. You always have to be putting in the mathematics for this. It's not as intuitive, but no, it works. So, okay, now we have an option here that says replace or merge. Now the options are here is because this isn't inserted into the next sequence. This is actually put on together with whatever's in there. And that's why you're given the option. Okay, it's not going to create new bars for you. It's not going to insert bars. It's going to put all the MIDI note into the space that you're choosing. So that's why you say you want to replace or you want to merge. If you wanted to, you could first insert bars and then copy it if you want to do it that way. But in this case, I'm going to replace everything that's in there and I'm going to put these new MIDI notes in there. Okay, so replace, it's done. Now there's another thing that I want to show you before we listen to what I copied so you understand something. Sequence number 10 here, I'm going to go into the track mute and you'll see that I have different tracks muted from each sequence. Okay, so this is sequence number 10. This is sequence number 8. Obviously, you have some tracks that aren't muted. Okay, so why am I telling you this? Because those tracks were muted in sequence number 10, but the MIDI was copied nonetheless. It doesn't matter. And because sequence number 8 has those tracks unmuted, that MIDI is going to play. Okay, and you also have to be careful of the programs because you might be using some different programs within sequence number 10. That's why I was telling you about, keeping everything tidy, all the programs within the same tracks. It's just good workflow to do that. I know it's a bit complicated here, but you'll get used to it. So what happens is that you need to delete that or you need to mute that. But I'm going to delete it. And this is the section right there, okay? That section needs to be cut. So I'm going to cut it. And now we can listen to... And then we have this section right here. Let's do something with this. I have my sequence 11. It's just a variation of the same music that I'm working on. I'm going to go into my drums. So this is track number 1, I think. That's it. Okay, let's go here to the pencil events. After this, let's just go here to 1. So, but this is the space that you want to copy from. So I'm going to copy just the beginning here, a section of the first bar, of the drums of the first bar. I'm going to copy that section. So I'm choosing to start beat number 2, right, until the maybe number 4. So I'm going to just copy that small section there. And then I'm going to copy it to the same sequence. You can do this for the other sequence if you want. So if you have a drum break written already here, you can copy that drum break to another sequence. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use this to create some rhythm pattern on the same sequence. So track number 1, I'm going to copy it exactly to the same track, and I'm going to place it starting at bar number 2, and I'm gonna do maybe 4 copies of this. Okay, so we're gonna hear some changes within the drums. So replace this. Okay. If you have like a cool drum break, or if you have something that's really hard to record again, you can use this to copy that MIDI note and place it in another sequence or in another track. But that's it. That's something I wanted to show you. This is for beginners. If you have questions, go ahead and post them in the comment section. And that's it. Thank you for watching the video, everyone. Take care. Have a good one.